So this right here is a 3,500-year-old jar that a 4-year-old boy just broke. Oops. And the museum that had this thing on display just invited that boy to return to the museum for a special tour. Huh?
His first time at the museum, he didn't have even the opportunity to visit the museum. He was just stepping 2 steps. It happened and then they went out. That's why I wanted to make some closure, to make some, to sweeten the bitter pill.
That's the director of the Hecht Museum in Israel, where at the end of August, a family dropped by, and their 4-year-old boy attempted to peer into a Bronze-era jar situated right near the entrance. And, well, he did kind of see the inside of it, by knocking over this archaeological find and bringing it to a capital smash. Here's the boy's mom.
My daughter asked me something, Mama, just look at this, just look at this. I just look at this, and I told Ariel, come here. And the next thing I know, it's a big boom. Yes. Of course, it's my fault. I should have given him a hand, but it was just a distraction of a second.
The child wasn't supposed to be in the excavation and touch the vessels. But some of the things they can touch. This they shouldn't touch, but they touch and they break it, and it's okay too. I can cure it, it's okay. It will be next week in the excavation, and it will be fine.
That guy's an architectural restorer from a nearby university working to put the thing back together. The kid's family says they don't live too far from Israel's border with Lebanon, and to escape tensions, they'd been visiting museums throughout Israel when their summer break turned quite literal.
Just took him out of there to see if he didn't hurt himself. He was very scared. Just talked to him, so he calmed down a little bit. He told me just that he wanted to see what is inside.
Rather than punish the boy with some sort of draconian you break it, you buy it gift shop policy, or subject the little guy to listen to a bunch of old jars of clay albums, the museum took a different approach and turned this whole thing into a learning opportunity.
This jar, it was intact, and now it has to make a restoration, but it will be full and whole and round again, and it will display again, but the soul will never, can recover if we want to take the educational approach.
Yeah, that museum director told the Associated Press that the jar hadn't been placed behind a protective barrier because the museum's founder wanted to make archaeological items as accessible as possible. And even though you might not be able to track down an identical 3,500-year-old wine and oil jug from Restoration Hardware, this entire incident presented a chance to show understanding that accidents do happen. And thus, the boy and his family were welcomed back for a guided visit on Friday, where the kid even got a chance to glue together a different broken jar that's intentionally shattered for educational purposes. So they say.
Honestly, it was like a catharsis. Such a relief to see the nice family, and we all gathered together and we did a tour, and you see the nice, sweet, charming kid.
After all, the museum notes their items are seldom damaged, and the broken jar will be put back on display after it's restored.
It's important that they can touch some of the things. It's connect them to the exhibition. It's connect them to the feeling to be maybe archaeologists or something. It's important. I like that people touch. Don't break, but to touch things, it's important.
It's also important to subscribe to @TheNewsRefresh for more weird, interesting, and funny news videos each and every day. Oh, please like this video too. We're also quite fragile,